It's been a wonderful journey for Dr. Sampath, learning how to manage his accounts in QuickBooks. Let's quickly revisit everything that we have learned through this course, shall we? Dr. Sampath had his fair share of ups and downs in the course of establishing his business, Intuitive Inventions. When the number of day-to-day transactions increased substantially and there was no way that he could keep pace with them, he roped in John, an accountant, to help him with his business. John then introduced Dr. Sampath to QuickBooks, and John helped him get started by creating an account in QuickBooks and setting up the required company details. As the company grew, they had to deal with different kinds of customers, and that involved generating various sales forms for their sales, tracking payments, managing foreign customers, foreign currencies, and so on and so on and so forth. If all of this weren't enough work for Dr. Sampath, his business demanded supplies from external vendors. Now, this meant tracking new suppliers, managing bills and payments, and basically truckloads of work on his and John the accountant's head. Obviously, anyone would be overwhelmed with so many transactions happening on a daily basis. So what did Dr. Sampath and John do to stay ahead? They hired more employees to divide all the workload amongst themselves. What followed was natural. Now they had to manage the employees, their salaries, their reimbursements, their worksheets, and all this as part of business. Personally, Dr. Sampath wasn't quite comfortable handling the bank. But banks play a very important role in any business. He needed to keep Intuitive Inventions bank accounts and tax payments up to date in order to run his business smoothly. So he let John manage the company's bank transactions while he concentrated on expanding and growing the business. Intuitive Inventions had by now become a flourishing and international business. As the CEO, Dr. Sampath demanded to be informed about every small transaction happening in the system. Do you remember what John did? Knowing well that he may be asked for information about every transaction, he diligently managed the accounts and generated various kinds of reports that QuickBooks has to offer to gain valuable insights into the business so that the right decisions can be taken. Who wouldn't like if managing their business became simpler? Sampath and John, together, they explored the various third-party apps that have been integrated into QuickBooks just to make their already simplified accounting even more efficient. What's more, Intuitive Inventions was prospering well and Dr. Sampath couldn't be happier. With so many advantages, John didn't need much more convincing to move Intuitive Inventions' complete accounting needs onto the QuickBooks platform. In his journey of learning how QuickBooks works, he didn't realize that it was time now to renew the company subscription. Impressed as he already was, Dr. Sampath wanted to continue using QuickBooks to keep his accounting easy and simple. John was more than happy to take him through the steps for renewing. To renew your subscriptions, click on the gear icon on the top right and click Your Account. Your Account page gives you the information about subscription status and your next renewal date. It is from here that you can renew your QuickBooks account subscription. Click Renew Your Subscription. You will be taken to the Billing Details page, which shows the details of what your subscription will include. Fill in those details, scroll down and click Pay Now to make the payment for the subscription. Dr. Sampath now rests easy without worrying about finances. He can now easily record and track every transaction connected to his business. He is convinced that his company's financial management is now in safe hands. After all, QuickBooks makes accounting so easy. That brings us to the end of this course. We hope you've had an enriching time learning with Dr. Sampath and John. We also hope that this course has helped you to get well acquainted with all the features of QuickBooks in helping you make your company's accounting seamless and efficient.